Okay, guys, we got the Beta 390 RS again. It's 2024. It's basically brand new. I've ridden it very little, but she's driving me crazy again. Everything was dialed in. I was loving it, and then I bring it home yesterday, and it's got fuel leaking on the ground. So here's what you might want to look into. If your new Beta RS or whatever, or anything basically is leaking fuel, this is a 4-stroke, so I don't know if the 2-strokes are set up the same way, but it's that damn fuel sending unit that gives you the fuel light again. Now, this is the second time. The first time I brought it into the dealer right away for warranty work because when it was brand new, because I had starting issues, mapping issues, got that fixed, and the fuel light came on and off like a directional constantly. So they said, oh yeah, we'll replace the sensor. It should make it better. Well, they replaced the sensor and it literally has a few hours on it. Since then, the thing's barely been ridden because I've been injured, so I've been riding it gently just around the neighborhood type of thing. So it's leaking fuel. Here's what's going on. There's the fuel tank. The fuel sending unit, I'll show you real quick, is this little sucker that goes up into the tank. You'll see it on the right side near your right leg. And it goes into the tank. Let me get situated here with this bucket. Okay, so it goes into the tank right there. And it's just got 2 little screws, the pin-shaped gasket. The gasket is kind of lame too. It needs to be thicker to ensure you got good compression. But anyway, it goes in this direction with the thing sitting more vertically, obviously, when it's in the tank. So wait, is that right? No, it probably goes like that. I have to see which way is most vertical when, yeah, probably like that so that it bounces up and down correctly. So anyway, here's something kind of weird. Okay, let's do this all in one video. To get the tank out, it's quite simple. It's got this nice snap release for that. That's good. You got the little fairings, you know that. That's easy. You know, pop the air filter fairing off. And that's real easy. Okay, so then the plug to this sending unit is right there. It actually, when they reinstalled it, they set it down on top of my tank. Or I mean, set the tank down on top of the plug, so the plug was stuck under here. This needs to be kind of just routed out here, out of the way, and not sitting under the tank getting crushed. This plug is easy. That's just prise off, and that goes also right here. Now, they say there's other issues with this tank. Some people replace, I believe, this fitting right here. This elbow can be weak. I think that's the one that's plastic and cracks. It's either that elbow or this elbow. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's this one, though, because that's probably going to get more stress if things aren't situated perfectly. So when you're seating your tank, it is important to make sure she's sitting nice and flat and comfortable. Otherwise, you're going to torque things and mess them up. So anyway, what's going on with this thing? Okay, it's a little more detailed than I thought. I believe the gasket is fine. So you would go and replace the gasket thinking it's leaking there. I don't think that's the case. I think they literally manufactured this thing poorly. So I think what's going on, if I got better lighting here, there's normally a gasket right here. I'll show you that gasket. That's this thing. And again, I think this needs to be thicker just for security reasons. But something in this rod is leaking, because here's how I know. The drip was literally coming out of this shrink wrap housing here, dripping out of here. So I would clean this entire shrink wrap thing perfectly dry, yet still drip out of the end of the plug as I was hanging it down while it was still on the bike. So that means that I believe there's either a pinhole in this thing somewhere, or most likely, I believe that when they manufactured it, the seal of the plastic around the brass or copper or whatever that is, probably brass, is not good. So I believe there's some sort of tiny seepage through this fitting here, and or there's some sort of hole in this thing. I do not believe it is related to the gasket. So that's where it got a little tricky. So look for your bad spots. This thing is a culprit. This thing's almost not even worth putting back in because the gas gauge sucks so bad. People do put a block plug in, and I was like, why the heck do they do that? I want a gas gauge. Well, you would think Beta would be able to get a sending unit made properly in this day and age. If they had to, buy it from Yamaha or somebody or Honda. Anyway, junk. Second time around for that thing in a matter of 20 hours. Installed by the dealer, failed again. So those are the things to look for. They also say the tank can just get hairline cracks. Or it could rip out one of these little jobbers if you twist those too hard. So be careful with your screws going back in. Do not use power tools on any of that crap. Just tighten it by hand firmly. So all of these things, do not use power tools on. Use hand tools or you'll rip those rivets right out and make a hole in your tank. All right, so that's the moral of the story on this silly thing. I loved the bike up until it just started pissing gas in my garage and pissing my wife off because I smell gas. Anyway, hope that helps you guys. We're going to get this back together correctly. The dealer's over 3 hours away, so I'm not going there, and it is under warranty, so they have to send me some parts. Hopefully we'll get those ASAP because, of course, I'm trying to get out the door in 10 days to head west for a big ride. Talk to you guys later. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. Links down below to things that you may need. Talk to you later.